12:02 p.m. July 8th, 2025. The ocean's pretty calm today. And you know that big, beautiful bill that's just been passed? There are parts of it that are beautiful and parts of it that are very concerning. Like this AI thing, where for 10 years, there's no accountability, there's no oversight. We already know that the young gentleman who was a part of OpenAI was murdered, not committed suicide, as investigations, if it was really investigated properly, would show it was a murder because he knew too much and he was whistleblowing. So AI is very insidious. So we have, and you know, I like in many ways the job President Trump and J.D. Vance are doing, but J.D. Vance with Palantir, well, Theo, really pro AI because they think that we can control it. Already, when they've tried to turn AI off, it wouldn't turn off. It blocked it. So it has intelligence. We know on this planet there's a battle of good and evil going on. We know there's other dimensions. Our government is not speaking about all these dimensions, but we know they exist. We know that our government and the deep state has created wormholes into other dimensions and pulled out creatures per whistleblowers. So how do we know that these entities that live on other dimensions, say like demonic beings, can't infiltrate AI and control it? People are so fucking egotistical and narcissistic that they think that they can control AI for the good, you know, like control everybody coming in and out of our country, have biometrics, but they're only looking at it from one level. There's a very nefarious level, an insidious level, way beyond how they're looking at it. So you go to China and people that jaywalk, the cameras, the facial recognition is so advanced there on all the lights, of course probably the buildings and everywhere else, satellites, that the minute the person jaywalks, he gets dinged and money gets taken out of his account without his permission. Money gets taken out of his digital bank account. Now we're using our phones for our bank accounts. Well, these criminals are going into their bank accounts and taking money out and then giving like you're a bad boy kind of demotion, right, on your record. You get enough of those demotions, then you can't leave certain areas or do certain things. That's coming here to our country. They really are pushing for AI, facial recognition everywhere. So hopefully it will not come to a point where when we cross the intersection, like they are in China, measuring how fast the speed is and then taking money out of your account, that won't happen. But we're heading for a total digital currency, which is very tyrannical, because you have groups of people making billions and trillions of dollars that have access to our bank accounts, the central banking system. And they are going to control humanity. They're going to control where we can go, what we can spend, how much we can buy. That's where we're headed. And with AI, and AI is becoming smarter and smarter, it can beat the best chess players in the world. It's going to eventually determine that we're making too many mistakes and maybe we shouldn't even be here. But these narcissistic demigod people think they can control AI. We don't need a logical society driven by profit, greed, and money. We need a spiritual, I don't know how to put it quite right, but the total focus of who we are should be spiritual beings and not about making a profit, which we're becoming. So I'm really concerned about the future of our country. I'm really concerned about the future of the world. And then you see this boogosphere that Dr. Greer and his team of special forces are guarding, that this thing was flying across the sky, going in all different directions, weighs about 10 kilograms, and had fiber optics in it. We know this is from the deep MIC CIA state. So think about this. At some point, they can be loaded with nuclear arsenal. They can leak nuclear material. They can explode. There's probably thousands of those. So when they want to create their false alien invasion that they've been concocting since Roswell, they want to create this false alien invasion. They're going to use all these boogospheres. I'm just visualizing now. Over like the White House, over our bridges, over our infrastructure, over our grid. And they can like be set on timers and explode. But we need to wake up and pay attention to AI and what's happening to our country. And actually, everybody, you should be requesting full disclosure. You should be calling up the president and your senators and representatives and saying, we need full disclosure.